A lot of people who know we've been talking about marriage. I mean, not marriage, but having a baby.
We had a whole episode addressing this, and we said at the end of it, I, as in me, as in she, is not pregnant.
She's not pregnant, y'all.
And I'm still not pregnant.
But that doesn't mean we ain't working on it.
Don't put that out there. If you can't feed your baby, yeah, then don't have a baby.
Yeah.
And if you don't think maybe,
Yeah.
if you can't feed your baby,
Yeah.
you always be trying. Stop that child from crying, hustling, stealing, lying, and now baby slowly dying.
I said you wanna be starting something.
You gotta be starting something. I said you wanna be starting something. You gotta be starting something. It's too high to get over, yeah. It's too low to get under.
Yeah.
You're stuck in the middle,
yeah.
and the pain is thunder.
Yeah.
Wait, we cannot finish this song without doing my favorite part.
Which is
Hee-haw! Woo!
you had to throw that in there, didn't you?
Yeah.
You hit the note, so that's all that matters.
Because I had my head up high and sing unto the world that I'm someone.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Marquis.
And this is your one and only your favorite Taylor.
And welcome back to the You Stuck With Me podcast.
You stuck with me.
Beautiful, how you doing today?
I'm actually good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. How about you?
I'm great. I'm fantastic.
Feeling good, feeling great. Feeling great, feeling good.
How are you?
You. I just want to know how you feel. That's not the words, but
I do.
It's one of them days where I'm just full of songs. Don't mind me.
You always full of songs, but that's cool though. Okay, y'all. So in this episode, we're getting into something that we've been dealing with for a while.
And some of y'all been talking about this too. I'm ready to clap back.
Not necessarily clap back, but
no, I'm ready to clap back. I want smoke.
Okay, you want the smoke? She said she wants the smoke on this episode.
I want the smoke.
So do you want to kick off this episode?
No, you can still kick it off. I'm just putting in my 2 cents.
Okay, so in this episode, we're talking about how, from every angle, just about every person we know, we keep getting the question, or not even the question, just a statement. I am ready for y'all to have a baby.
Y'all just keep plotting on my uterus, and I'm ready for y'all to stop that. Stop that ish.
It's fun. You know, it's funny. It's funny.
He can't even.
I really can't cuss out.
Every time I say that, it gets to you.
And I don't know why.
This is how I say it, probably.
But, it depends on, who says it. Because a lot of people who know we've been talking about marriage. I mean, not marriage, but having a baby.
We had a whole episode addressing this, and we said at the end of it, I, as in me, as in she, is not pregnant.
She's not pregnant, y'all.
And I'm still not pregnant.
But that doesn't mean we ain't working on it.
Don't put that out there.
Don't put it out there?
No.
Okay, I'm going to retract that statement, y'all.
What are you doing? That's the reason why they think I'm pregnant now.
I mean, you are fine, though.
Thank you. I try.
I mean.
Get back on topic.
Damn, baby.
Oh, my gosh. Anyway. Anyway.
No, but in this episode, we're just talking about, how everybody around us, whenever the topic comes up, and sometimes it just comes out the blue, they say, I'm ready for y'all to have a baby. I'm ready for y'all to have a baby.
I'm ready for y'all to have some kids. I'm ready. When y'all gonna give me some nieces and nephews? When you gonna give me my god babies? Like, damn.
When are you gonna give me my grandbabies?
Baby, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know.
I'm accustomed to it by now.
No, I don't know if I'm ready to have some kids and they calling your parents Glammy and Pawpaw. Or Pops.
I can see.
I see him as a Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting just watching the relationships that they form together.
They gonna get away with every single thing you and your brother could not get away with.
I believe that. Especially my mom. My mom's gonna be like putty in their hands.
Let me tell you something. I'm ready for that moment because you wanna know why? Because just like how she be, making jokes and calling me nickname stuff, I got a nickname for her too. I can't wait.
You can't wait?
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. No, can't wait.
I was gonna start singing it too because that's the first song that came to mind too. But just just imagining our parents as grandparents, and then with our child or children, it's gonna be first of all, it's gonna be an exciting dynamic because we're gonna be parents. But just to see them as grandparents, and even not just them, but seeing my grandparents with them, and my brother, everybody on your side of the family, aunties and uncles they're going to have a very strong support system.
They are. Now, it's funny that you mentioned that because one of the reasons why I've been a little bit hesitant at first about having children is I don't know how I would explain to our kids that they have grandparents in heaven. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately they won't be able to experience, my parents, holding them and stuff like that. Cause let me tell you something. If Miss JLP and D.3 was still in the flesh, that would be their golden kids.
I would love to see them.
Especially my mama.
I would love to see them as
especially my mama. My mama would be, I consider myself the favorite because of her. Now, just imagine if I had a kid and that was her grandchild, baby.
Oh, you would have got pushed aside.
I would have got demoted.
Man, I can.
I would have been demoted.
I can only at this point right now see my parents as grandparents, and the first question I would say to them is okay, who wants them for this day or for this weekend? And then watch them raise their hands and go like, I want them. No, I want them.
But you know what, though? I will say this. I will say I'm thankful that we do have a strong community because you know what I'm going to do? We're going to schedule who gets who. And
I think we really going to have to do that.
Please, God, let me get the twins that I'm praying for. I will say, okay, so Auntie Kiki, you're going to have this twin. Auntie Jackie, you're going to have that twin. Oh, Grandma, you can have the twins this day. Oh, Pops, you can have the twins that day. Look, this would be a Ford Semi lined up in this bit. Okay?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we're gonna have to do like a draft process to see who gets the first pick.
And the first round pick in the 2026
Babysitting draft. The first pick goes to Lanice from South Side of Chicago. Not somebody everybody thought would be. But, the thought of being parents, at least for me, the thought of being a father one day, looking forward to the days where no matter if it's boy or girl, the time that I'm going to get to spend with them, seeing their first walk, their first time speaking. I think the one time I'm just going to really cry is probably the first time he or she, depending on who it is or what the situation is.
It's going to be two of them, so we might as well say a boy and a girl.
See, you get your twins, I get my boys, so...
Anyway,
so I think the first time I might really shed tears is when we have to send them off to their first day of school.
I'm not gonna cry. My mama didn't cry with me.
You say that now.
I'm not gonna cry.
Let me tell you, I might cry when they go to their first day of school, but I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna be a tearjerker that day when we send them off to college.
Now I might do that. I might cry when we send them off to college, but the first day of school, nope. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a little AirPod somewhere in their bag so I could be like, oh, okay. I will be that mama.
I believe it. Being a parent, it's fun. It's not all fun and games. You got to make sure that you keep your kids structured. You want to teach them right from wrong. You have to explain certain dynamics to them because let's be honest. Yes, we want to bring children into this world and love them as much as we can, but we know that in this world that we live in, that doesn't go past the front door unless it's going to somebody else's house that we know and trust.
Well, I was getting ready to say that too, and also, I'm like nerve-scotted.
I'm pretty
nervous and excited because I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I'm pretty sure our parents were nervous and excited when they had us because they could protect us, as infants, as children, as toddlers, as we grow older. But eventually, they knew that we were going to end up growing up and leaving the house and forming our own opinions, and we would have to learn how to fend for ourselves.
Then that's what I was getting ready to say. I'm nervous, nervous and excited because I know we working on creating humans that gonna have their own way of thinking and their own sense of style, but also too they gonna have a little bit of our personalities too. I'm afraid because I know how I am. I know how slick at the tug I could be, and I'm gonna let you know right now. If our kids say something out of whack to me, depending on what the situation is, I might all I have to do is laugh. Like, dang, you do sound like me. Now,
I can only laugh at the fact that, first of all, knowing, just because of our physical traits, somebody's going to be 6 foot something.
I think we're gonna have some 6'7" kids.
We're going to have some tall kids because you're tall for a woman. I'm naturally tall.
Well,
so.
good thing I know how to get some big and tall clothes.
Yeah.
And shoes.
Speaking of big and tall clothes, can you imagine what it's going to be like when it's time to buy them clothes?
Oh, Lord, we're going to be financially stable by then.
Kids grow.
I got a drink on that.
Kids grow at a rapid rate. You buy them one size shoe, and then in 3 days they can't fit it.
Oh, I know. Look at Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
And she got a better shoe collection than me. That's my rich best friend. I need to go check on her.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to all the, the small talks, everything, their first tooth, losing their first tooth, their first time speaking, just seeing that they are able to have the certain talents, like when they learn to snap their fingers, when they learn to whistle, if they can sing. If they ever
they gonna sing the way I be singing off key, thinking I got rhythm. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that because y'all said I have a voice for real. We'll gave me an 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10,
7 out of 10,
7 out of 10. Y'all, so if I get a 7 out of 10, our kids gonna be 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be singing at the Grammys and all that stuff. Oh, I'm ready for that.
I'm ready just to see how smart they're gonna be. Intellect. In the classroom and outside the classroom. Because, let's be honest, kids today are picking up way more than what we did. So
you're making us sound so old.
No, I'm not trying that. No, I'm not trying to make us sound old, but I'm just being honest. Adults who were overseeing us when we were kids thought that we picked up stuff fast. Look at the kids today.
Well, I mean, you do got a point there, because my mama was like, man, you always know something about music faster than you know this homework. Why is that? I'm like, well, music always been an interest to me.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna say some of the things to them that our parents said to us. Like, if you knew such and such as much as you knew math, you would be in a better position. I don't want to tell them that, but hopefully we give them the tools where they know how to be responsible with their books. So,
baby, I remember one time my grandma. Rest in peace to my granny. I remember this when the song Lean Back was popular. Said my don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back and lean back. I remember I was singing that song. I was over her house. I'll never forget. I had this green stereo, this little radio that had the CD player on top of it, right?
It was round.
Round, and it was clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. See? Back in the day.
I had one too.
You had one too.
I had one too, but mine wasn't green. Mine was just like straight silver.
No, mine was green. I remember my daddy bought it for me. But anyway, Lean Back came on the radio, and I was just like, yeah, lean back. Lean back. I said R to the easy, M to the wizard, my arms stay free. All that. And my grandma walked in. She was like, you up here talking about something? Lean back. Lean back. You need to lean back and do that homework. I'm like, my homework done. She was like, well, you need to do some more homework. If you knew your homework as much as you knew these lyrics, you'll be straight. But I was on an honor roll.
Not just honor roll, you were the salutatorian.
I was.
So.
My grandma didn't care. She just wanted me to stop singing laid back. She got tired of hearing my rapping.
My mom did the same thing to me in high school. I was walking around singing Locked Up, and she looked at me while I was singing, and she's like, you know how many people really live in that lifestyle?
Ooh,
you better not ever end up locked up.
You was up there singing, steady trying to find a motive. Why do what I do?
Yep, I was singing it.
I'm sorry, I could just see you.
And freedom ain't getting no closer.
Closer.
No matter how far I go. she was just snapping on me after she heard me singing that.
Man.
And you know, it's the funny thing. She don't know this, but she probably gonna hear it now anyway. Even after she told me to stop singing that, I walked in the next room and I was still singing it.
Oh, I'm gonna be
It was
quiet.
catchy though. It was catchy.
I'm gonna be quiet. But I'm gonna get right back talking when she leaves.
I'm gonna stop singing. But when I walk out the room, I'm gonna be singing again.
Oh no, I never. So I guess this is episode 2 when we start reminiscing about our childhood a little bit, right? So I remember my auntie Debbie Cakes. Shout out to Auntie Debbie Cakes because I know she listening. She may or may not remember this. Anyway, so I remember this is when Nelly came out with the Sweatsuit album. But this is before he made it one big album. This is like 2 separate albums, right?
My brother had it.
Right, and I still have it. Fun fact, cousins, I still got my CD collection. Maybe on TikTok or something like that, I'll show you that. But anyway, so 2 separate albums, and I think this was the Drop Down, Get Your Ego On, Girl. That song came out, and she was like, Jesse, do you see the parental advisory thing on here? And you know, I was like, no, she didn't. Right? I was like, no, she didn't. Because I was like, I grew up listening to y'all cuss every other day, you know, and then I can't listen to Drop Down to Get Your Ego On, Girl. So she ended up giving me the CD, but it was the clean version. So when you saying that, it just reminded me like, I get the clean version of songs, but I found some way to get the edit because it's like, it didn't make any sense because either it'd be blocked out, you have this whole bar blocked out and this music, and then you come back, he talking about, oh yeah, I got stacks of money. It don't make sense.
You know what? You make a valid point, but you know, as parents, that's the stuff that they did, and that's what we're going to have to do. But you also got to realize that we can only protect them from so many things, so many influences. Because when they go to school, when they're hanging out with their friends, they're gonna get exposed to a lot of stuff. I believe we're gonna
try our best to, shield them for that stuff. But I know how I was a kid when I wanted to listen to the real version of songs. I know how to do that, so that's why I'm like, damn, our kids gonna be like me if they really get into that music stuff. They gonna find, that secret. What we used to have back in the day, LimeWire and Frostbite.
LimeWire. Let's take it back a little bit. LimeWire was the AIDS for your computer.
Right. Wait. Whoa.
It was though.
Whoa.
So you gonna tell me that once you downloaded LimeWire, your computer had like 3 months to live?
Well, I mean, I didn't download on my computer. I probably did on the school's computer. I wasn't.
Oh, so you the reason why all our computers went crazy?
No. I was the third person to do it. But I got away with it. I mean, what they gonna do now?
But yeah, I mean, fortunately now we're working with better technology. But yeah. LimeWire, your computer was.
But I had Frostbite, I think it was called. And that didn't do nothing.
Frostbite didn't do nothing. And what was it? Napster. Napster is old.
Yeah. But anyway, if they anything like me, they're gonna be able to get access to the content they want to get. So
I mean, you get access to everything. It's in the palm of your hand, so it's not gonna be hard to not get anything. Which something else we're gonna have to determine at what age, and we're gonna have to agree on this. What age do we get them cell phones? Because I've seen kids walking around as young as 4 with them.
Well, I don't know if I'll do 4. But, I mean, times are different from when we was growing up. Like, I didn't get my first cell phone. I think I was like probably like 12, 13, if that. But that was the reason I got it was so in case of emergencies because I was going into high school, well, junior high at the time. And my mom wanted to make sure that I made it home okay. And then I had one of them old school grandmas who will monitor the house phone usage. Because I don't know what it was. She'd be like, you're not about to be on this phone talking to your little friends, running up my phone bill. What?
I mean, we can't, at this point, we can't say that. We're not going to be able to say that. But
I'm just saying that's the difference between then and now.
I do remember having my first cell phone when I was 8th grade. It was right after taking, I got it the same day I took the, test to get into high school and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It was, obviously technology has changed, so.
And we have unlimited minutes now. We don't have to worry about wait till after 9 o'clock.
Like, I can't talk. Call me after 9 o'clock. I still got minutes. Don't let it get to the end of the month and you ain't got minutes no more. But, mess around. They might mess around and be speaking on holograms.
Baby, I'm not ready for that yet.
I mean, I'm just saying the
I'm
way
not
that
ready.
technology is going.
I'm not ready for that yet because you're making me think about how old I'm gonna be when it's all said and done.
That could be like in the next 5 years.
I'm old now.
You're younger than me.
Well, that mean you old.
Oh no, she didn't.
I mean, you still got the little salt and pepper going on right now.
I got the fresh haircut, y'all. I don't look like Rollo
Oh
no more.
Lord.
But yeah, I'm just thinking about what ways that we can what times we can introduce them to certain things in life, because we were introducing sometimes we didn't have that conversation with our parents, but we know because again it's a different age, it's a different era of things. We're going to have to sit down and have those conversations, and not just have them, but have them at earlier ages, because things are happening so rapidly in this world that you got to stay up on things. You got to make sure that you're paying attention to things, watching your surroundings, because you don't want to be a mark, or just having basic knowledge about things.
Yeah, but I mean, first I want to just put this out there. We're not saying we get throwing these ideas now while we don't have children.
Mm-hmm.
These ideas might change once they get here.
Mm-hmm.
But for the record, again, I, as in me, as in she, is not pregnant. So y'all can stop saying, oh, wait a minute, they've been talking about kids a little bit lately. She looked kind of heavier. No, I'm not pregnant.
She's not pregnant, but just want to give you a heads up. The more you talk about how much you're not pregnant, people are going to still tend to think you're more pregnant.
I mean, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. I could be sitting here just talking about whatever, and they like, oh, she look like she done picked up some weight. She pregnant.
When the truth doesn't matter, you've actually been losing weight.
Yeah, this is muscle weight
Yeah, but
and a little bit of water weight.
and speaking of water, we got to make sure that they understand the emphasis of sleep and water,
Yeah.
because there were reasons why our parents told us at young ages, you can't have juice all the time, you can't have pop all the time. As an adult, I understand it, because I'm constantly craving water.
I will say this though. I can't wait to tell my kids. You know how we back in the day, we used to always say, man, we complain about this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
And my mama used to always say, keep living. Baby, I understand that now.
Or here's a no, I don't want to take a nap. You're going to appreciate it later.
I tell Godzilla now. I said, Godzilla. Matter of fact, quick story. I was talking to her earlier today. She had been jumping around. She hurt herself, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I don't want to be 4 no more. I want to be 5. I'm like, Godzilla. I said, don't be quick to grow up, because when you grow up, you're going to have responsibilities. You're going to be like me and mama wishing that we had responsibilities for real.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I want to be tall. I want to be tall, tallest, taller. I said, okay. I said, you could be tall. I said, you want to be tall like uncle? She was like, yeah. And I want to be tall like mommy. I'm like, baby, if you're going to be this tall, we're going to have to put you in some sports or something.
All I would tell her is, like, be careful what you wish for.
Okay.
I get it.
And I'm like, if you that tall, auntie can't pick you up no more. Tia can't pick you up no more. I barely can pick her up now. That's probably why my back hurt.
We got to get you in the gym.
Back in the gym.
Yeah, back in the gym, work those back muscles.
Or just give me a bacchiotomy.
I've never heard of that one. We're going to discuss that offline.
A back... okay. It doesn't help that Steve just laughed. It wasn't even supposed to be like that. A bacchiotomy is this inside joke that me and some of my friends back in my previous job, when we used to always have to push carts and stuff like that, be like, oh, my back hurt, need a bacchiotomy, which means give us a new back, like a I think it's called like a tracheotomy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The removal or something. So remove the spine and give us a new one. I used to always say, give me a back made out of bicentennial.
You just said that like 3 days ago.
Shush. That was a long time ago.
We passed that?
Yes.
Okay, so
we passed that now.
We back to talking about these kids. Oh, something that we're gonna have to work on as parents and make sure that we have an understanding.
Oh God.
We always have a united front in front of the children. Nothing from the peanut gallery.
I was gonna say something, but I'm like, you're right, husband.
I don't know if I want to know what you're gonna say.
I was getting ready to say we are a united front, but sometimes I'm gonna say go to your big head ass daddy, and then if they go say that, then I'm just gonna laugh. Like my mama said, you had a big ass head.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over at you like, Because I can't say what I want to say.
But you're absolutely correct. Now, one thing I will say is one thing that I did observe growing up, because I never witnessed my parents together, like married. They divorced when I was 2, so I don't even remember them being together for a lesson, like in pictures and everything like that. But they did have an understanding. They had a decent co-parenting situation. Like I never really seen them like talk bad about each other and stuff when I was younger, or really had they disagreements. And I think part of that was they didn't want me to see that. And they had this system like whenever he wanted to hang out with me on weekends, just tell me what time, or hey, are you gonna put on tuition, or whatever that case may be. I will say that.
I'm glad you brought up co-parenting because looking at my parents, my parents are divorced, but even still, and I just had this conversation with my mom yesterday about co-parenting, and she, I say even still at our ages, you still got co-parent just a little, not as much as you would at a younger age, but she's like, yeah. And I said, it makes sense. I mean, I don't expect them to have any real deep, in-depth conversations beyond us. And even still, they have a great co-parenting relationship, a great friendship relationship, deep respect for each other. And that's what I want to make sure that our children have when they think of us, that their father and mother had deep love for each other, great respect, faithful, loving, everything that they should see in a parent or in their parents.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, that still ain't gonna stop me from saying, ask your big head ass for daddy.
And that's not gonna stop me from saying, when they say, Dad, can I do X, Y, Z? I'm gonna go, ask your mother.
You're not gonna do that. Like, ask your daddy. Like your daddy get all the money. Oh, you want ice cream? Ask your daddy give you $5.
You know what? No. That just made me think about something. That actually just made me think about something. When I don't know if you did this as a kid, but when me and Marlon, we would ask one of our parents to do something, more particularly my dad, he would say, ask your mother. And after a while, I got old enough, I'm like, why I always got to ask mom? Why can't I just ask you? Now, as a married man, I get why.
Why?
And I'm not even a parent yet.
Why?
Because we have to make sure that we have communication before we say yes to anything. Because it wouldn't be right for me to say yes to something that you already said no to.
I mean, I didn't really have that. I was a spoiled little kid, so.
I mean, that's why I said. That's why
I mean, I'm be honest. I was spoiled.
So that's why I said I don't know if you did this, but yeah, just to make sure. I didn't understand it as a kid or even as a teenager, but now as a married man, I get it, and I don't, even if we don't have children.
I mean, again, I can't remember a time that I really experienced that because, my parents were separated. Mm-hmm. So it was always my mom all the time. And then, my mom would tell me no for stuff. And then other half of the time, she just, spoiled me because I was her baby. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, but we'll see.
No, here's something else we got to deal with one day. Teenagers and raging hormones.
Okay, so on that note, babe, you want to tell our cousins where they can find us at?
I don't know if it's time for us to let them know where they can find us yet because this.
You want to talk about?
We've only just begun.
Nope. Not ready for that.
Not ready for that?
Nope.
Not
I'm
yet.
not even ready for. I'm not ready to. I haven't accepted the fact that Godzilla might be out here breaking hearts for real.
I think y'all should talk about changing diapers, right?
It's gonna be some funny stories about changing diapers.
Changing diapers. First of all, that would be Marquise's job, Steve.
Hey, you already know what I'm gonna do when it comes to changing diapers. So
let me tell you, y'all. Let me tell you what Marquise gonna do. Okay, and I this is why I'm like, I know I want twins, so that means Marquise gonna do this twice. Marquise is gonna have one of our kids, right, bouncing on his lap. Excuse me, bouncing on his lap. Knowing Marquise, he might poke their little stomach. It's something, they just have a big accident in their diaper. And he'll pick this baby up and be like, oh, what's that smell? Oh, you just did it. I'm going to have your mama handle it. Babe, come quick. MJ needs you. I'll come running like the big dummy. Like, take MJ. And he'll just get up and walk out the room. and I smell like, oh hell no, babe. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna do it with both of them.
See, this is what happens when your wife knows you so well.
And yeah, I know my husband. Or he gonna be sleep snoring, just be like in a deep sleep, act like he in a deep sleep. The baby crying, need a diaper change, right? I'm like, babe, it's your turn. He just gonna be like, he gonna be knocked out like this.
Those nights are gonna be very interesting.
He gonna be knocked out like this with his eyes closed. Like, babe, he be like, babe. I'm like, okay, Negro, I got you. And then I'm just gonna throw a bucket of water on him, and he'll have to get up.
Oh, you do that, you will never hit the end of it, and I'm gonna get you.
You already got me. Remember, you wet my weave.
When did I do that? Well, I did that.
You wanna? We'll talk about that offline. Since you wanna act like that.
No, but and that just made me think about it. Possibly having a nursery in the room, or at least in a room nearby. I think I would probably rather have the nursery in another room.
Yeah. But I will say this. Overall, I will say, again, I'm nervous and excited about it. But it's just weird. I'm going to be somebody's mama.
Yeah, somebody calling me dad or pop, or, and I'm looking down and they like half my height. Sometimes it's gonna be a little bit unnerving, but at the same time, I'm gonna be proud because I have a little me running around.
Baby, it's gonna take me a while. But like somebody come up to you like, mommy. This was a joke I used to say, mommy. I look like, mama, and I look at them like, who are you talking to? Oh, you talking to me? What's up? But another thing is, I have the decision to decide if do I want them to call me mama or do they want to call me Snick. Because I didn't call my mom all the time.
True.
Right? We was always Big Snick, Little Snick. Another funny story. I'm just full of funny stories of my childhood.
I think it's just because we're excited about the idea of being parents.
Yeah. Funny story. I think I was about 14, 15. Yeah, about 14, 15. No, probably a little bit younger than that. Anyway, my mom, she used to work out in Rosemont, so she took the metro to a station, then pick up a car or whatever. Anyway, I called her. I said, mommy, and I didn't hear nothing. I was like, hey, mommy. Nothing. You know what this crazy lady did? She had looked at her phone. She said, I had almost had a heart attack. I'm like, who the hell she calling mama? She said, you ain't never called me mama all these years. And then she got hip to what I called her mama because I always call her mama when I want something.
She exposed your game. I'm glad you said that because we make sure that we watch our kids when they say do something like that.
Uh-huh.
And, and speaking of that, the different ways that we would have to, chastise them when they do something wrong, and how not to overreact and how not to underreact. Because there's no manual on how to raise children.
It's not. But I was always told, once you have that first one, you never know what you're going to do. Each child is different. There's no manual you can read. There's no book anybody can tell you, this is going to happen, that is going to happen. Each child is different. The way it was taught to me as parenting is you basically winging it for 18 years. And even still then, you still winging it too, because when they get grown, you don't know what stuff they might get into.
I mean, when it's all said and done, as their father, I'm just going to love them because we don't have enough. Well, I'm not going to say we don't have enough because we clearly do, but it's a stigma that we don't have enough fathers taking care of their children. And I just want to show, we have sons, rather if we have sons or daughters, I want to show them how a man is supposed to take care of his family. I want to show him how he's supposed to take care of his household. I want to show him how he's supposed to take care of himself, how he's supposed to conduct himself, how he's supposed to speak, how he's supposed to act in a certain manner depending on the environment. Know when to say something, know when to listen, know when to voice your opinion, know when to take criticism, know when someone is trying to insult you. Just always use your better judgment. I just want to make sure that whether it's men or women, they grow up to be good women, or good good women. We have more than one, or good men. So we need more of that in this world because, as you can see right now, our world is going to crap.
Yeah. I would. Well, there's another thing I would say I'm excited about. I'm excited to have kids because they'll have something. They'll get to experience something longer than I got that I didn't get a chance to. A 2-parent household,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm excited to be there for when they get married and when they have kids and I become a glamic. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my name, or Gigi or something. I don't know, whatever the hell they want to call me.
Graduations,
Graduations and
birthdays.
all that stuff. Yeah, because I mean, I will say this: I'm 31 now. Yes, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all my age right now. I'm 31 right now, and just like those big milestones, like the major one was like getting married, right? That was hard. Cause just imagine the excitement on my mom's face. Like she always wanted me to be married. She always wanted me to have like a husband, experience the love that she gave to me, but with a spouse.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine her, being excited, like going to Davis to get my dress and being there, seeing me get my makeup done and everything like that. Like that was the running thing on doing the prep work for our wedding day. And I was like, man, I wish she was here. I wish she was physically here for that. But just the idea of like I could have a son or daughter and I could just be there, witnessing that, like, oh, my baby's getting married.
And you sitting here. I'm glad you brought that up because on our wedding day, fortunately for me, I did have both my parents, and I did get to share moments with my parents that I don't regret. I definitely enjoyed. I'll never forget because they gave me solid advice that day, particularly my dad. So just like what my dad did for me growing up and on my wedding day, I want to do for our kids when it's that special day for them, and just to watch them smile and make one of the biggest decisions of their lives, and know that if they ever have questions or they need some advice, they can come to us.
You getting sentimental and teared up already, and they not even here.
I'm not tearing up, but
Yes,
I am
you are.
I'm sentimental because just thinking about all the milestones that my parents were around for me, I just want to do the same thing for the next generation.
Well, you don't have to wait no further.
Don't play. Don't play. Y'all, she plays too much. Like, you see this? Me in the camera? She plays too much.
You don't have to wait no further because I'm just playing. I'm not pregnant.
Don't do that. Don't do that. She plays too much, y'all.
Oh, my stomach. Oh, my back and my stomach. I'm sorry. I just had to. You probably like on that note.
This is one of the parts y'all get to enjoy about us being married and being married yourselves because you get to laugh and see. That's why your back hurt.
But it was worth it though.
So yeah, definitely looking forward to kids one day.
I'm just looking forward to how I'm gonna tell you that I'm pregnant.
Oh Lord, I can only imagine.
But that's a different episode because we could use a whole episode for that.
Let's talk about this real quick because
Oh,
I can
Lord.
only imagine the crazy ways that you would tell me. I can only imagine like there's a
Tell me what you want.
infinite amount of ways that you could tell me. I'm like, wait,
Tell me
what?
what you need. I'ma tell you that I ain't pregnant right now, baby.
And Steve, you laughing at her.
Because Steve with it, okay? He's with it.
It's all good though because either way it goes, no matter how you tell me, I'm still gonna be happy. So, and we're gonna be happy.
Oh, I know exactly how I'm gonna tell you too.
Lord Jesus. So on that note, beautiful, you want to tell people where they can find us?
Now, what was up, Steve?
I just said it's premeditated now.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
It might change. It's gonna change probably, but
It's going to end up being something more diabolical.
I mean, I'm trying to tell you right now. Okay, I'm done because you about to have a whole. Oh, I'm sorry, pumpkin.
She plays too much, y'all.
What kind of relationship is this? We don't troll each other.
A normal one.
We're not normal, as you say.
And you can't use my own words against me.
I just did.
We gonna deal with this when we get done. So, beautiful, you want to tell the people where they can find us?
You can find us on Facebook on the You Stuck With Me podcast page, and you can find us on YouTube under the You Stuck With Me podcast channel. And, babe, where they could personally find you?
They can find me at IG. That's M1NE_1. Mine, M1NE_1. That's IG in the app formerly known as Twitter. You can also find us on Together. You can find us at youstuckwithme@gmail.com. Send us your sticky notes. We'll definitely read them.
Yeah, definitely send us some sticky notes because we want to know what y'all thinking. Or if you want to if it's always something you want to ask us, we're like an open book. We don't mind answering your questions, and we already tell you our business anyway. So
Yeah, so like I said, you can email us there. You can email us or you can send DMs to youstuckwithme_podcast. That is USTUCKWITME_podcast. You can find us, listen to some more of our episodes on YouTube. If you're on Apple Podcasts, make sure you rate, review, subscribe, and share. And we're on Spotify. And thank you guys. You guys been blowing up the YouTube. You've been blowing up the Spotify. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And also, because Marquis is about to leave me out, you could also personally find me out on Instagram and the app fully known as Twitter under Queen Points. That is PO1NTZ. Again, that is Queen Points, PO1NTZ. And if you want some more behind the scenes footage of, our karaoke rehearsals, because we just had to file one before we started recording.
Oh, we definitely did.
Right? And before the government shut us down, you can find me on TikTok or us on TikTok under Queen Points 22. Again, that is Queen Points 22. And this is your one and only and your favorite Taylor.
And this is your boy Marquis.
And thanks for listening to the You Stuck With Me podcast. You stuck with me.
I'm gonna get at y'all after this episode.
Hey, come back.
We gonna be here, y'all. We gonna be here.
Hey, again, come back.
Peace out, y'all.
Later.